Imagine your mind as a magnet, since it is drawn to anything you choose to concentrate on. As a result of the fact that our ideas have the ability to transform into our reality, it is of the utmost importance to pay attention to the concentration of our thoughts. What are our ideas about our lives, our jobs, our health, and our relationships? Are we experiencing good, hopeful, and grateful thoughts about these things, or are we locked in a cycle or spiral of negative thinking? Remember that everything that was made in this world was once a notion in the mind of someone. This is an essential fact to keep in mind. We give things considerable consideration before acting, yet there are times when we have a tendency to overthink things, which is why it is essential to assess our ideas and the influence they have on our life. In what ways are our ideas having an effect on our life at the moment? In the present moment, take a time to look around and feel it. Think about what it is that you wish to bring into existence in your life. Describe what it is that you wish to see, feel, and be. It is possible for us to build the life that we want by concentrating on ideas that are uplifting and empowering. According to Rumi, let yourself be silently drawn by the strange pull of what you really love. It will not lead you astray. Many times we are so preoccupied with our activities that we fail to pause and take stock of our thoughts. The ideas that we have an effect on the reality that we encounter today. This idea serves as the foundation for the law of attraction, which has been widely practiced for a considerable amount of time. The concept that thought energy is the source of all reality is the foundation upon which this rule is built. It is not only a whim to begin with. Any concept, regardless of how little or abstract it may seem, has the potential to materialize in our subjective experience. Thoughts are not only intangible ideas, since they are grounded in the physical world, namely in the form of synaptic connections that exist within the brain. The basis of the physical world that our brains experience is comprised of these connections, which are analogous to the subjective experience that we have. Even though there are just a few things that are encoded into the brain, the method by which our ideas affect reality is the same in both the physical world and the subjective world. The manifestation of our ideas in the material world takes the form of matter and energy. Even though we go through a lot of changes in our lives, the fundamental ideas remain the same. There are a lot of processes that go into coming up with ideas and bringing them to life in our subjective experience. Consequently, the following are some effective strategies that can help you cultivate the power of your mind and become the creator of your own reality. At the beginning of the day, give yourself permission to take a few moments to pause and take a really deep breath. Spend a few moments relaxing your shoulders and neck, and then look for the grin that is deep inside you. While you are in this state of tranquility and harmony, give some serious thought to the things that you actually want to bring into existence in your life. Your ideas should be distinct and comprehensive, and you should try to create a picture in your mind that is clear and vivid. Imagine that you are seeing a stunning movie in your mind's eye, and that you are concentrating on finishing the film and achieving the result that you want. Visualize yourself accomplishing your objectives, experience the feelings that come with achievement, and listen to the noises that come with success. Imagine each and every aspect of your accomplishment, including the sights, sounds, and emotions that are associated with having accomplished it. It is important to make the vision as vivid and thorough as possible so that you can experience and visualize yourself doing what you want to do. It is important to pay attention to your feelings and allow them to be pleasant and optimistic. Put your attention on the triumphant emotions of pleasure, satisfaction, and fulfillment that accompany the accomplishment of your objectives. Give yourself permission to experience the thrill and the anticipation that comes with the realization that you are on the path to making your goals come true. because you are constructing a positive and powerful attraction to bring your wishes into your life. This vision ought to make you smile and feel happy because you are aware that you are developing this attraction. You have the ability to revisit this representation on several occasions, and each time you do so, you may refine and embellish it in order to make it even more detailed and bright than the last time you explored it. Increase the amount of details and make it even more visual. Imagine that you are able to accomplish each and every milestone and step along the route with a positive attitude and self-assurance. You are generating a tremendous attraction to bring your desires into your life by taking the time to visualize them in this manner and therefore establishing a powerful attraction. Therefore, take a few deep breaths, relax, and take pleasure in the process of making your goals come true. It is important to keep in mind that you have the ability to create the life that you want, and that when you believe in yourself and your aspirations, everything is possible. Your life has to be decluttered in order for you to make your wants and intents a reality. This means getting rid of everything that is not contributing to your success in achieving your objectives, such as people, activities, and other things. Give yourself some time to reflect on your life and determine what aspects of it are no longer contributing to your goals or achieving your goals. Something that causes you to lose your peace of mind might be anything from a social club that you no longer love to a work that you no longer find gratifying to a person who causes you to feel uneasy. Sometimes it is simple to determine what should be removed, and other times it is not as evident as it would seem. You should put your faith in your intuition to direct you and assist you in determining what is preventing you from accomplishing your objectives. Always keep in mind that you do not have to do everything at once. You should take things slowly and eliminate items from your life at a rate that is comfortable for you. Getting rid of the items in your life that are no longer beneficial to you will free up space in your life, which will enable you to concentrate more on achieving your objectives. Your ability to devote more time and energy to activities that offer you happiness and satisfaction will improve as a result of this. A crucial skill that can assist you in regaining control of your life is the ability to decline opportunities that do not suit your best interests. The moment you decide to let go of things that are no longer beneficial to you, you will experience feelings of relief, exhilaration, and pleasure. You are liberating yourself from things that are a burden to you, that sap your energy, and that leave you feeling disappointed or unfulfilled. This is the reason why you are experiencing this. You will have an easier time accomplishing your objectives if you get rid of things that are no longer beneficial to you. Consequently, you should take a time to evaluate your life and determine anything that is no longer beneficial to you. Get rid of as much as you can, and only keep the things that you believe are appropriate for you. Always keep in mind that you are on a journey, and it is entirely up to you to determine how quickly or slowly you want to travel. It is of the utmost importance that you are actively working toward the creation of the life that you so desire. The more we concentrate our attention on something, the more energy it attracts, and the more it grows in our life. Consequently, it is essential that we have a clear understanding of our aims and that we center our attention on them. One of the ways in which we might accomplish this is by making a vision board, which is a visual depiction of our objectives and objectives for the future. Our objectives may also be broken down into smaller, more doable tasks by creating a list of things that need to be done. Reviewing this list on a regular basis and marking off things that have been finished might help us maintain our motivation and concentration. Putting our attention on our intentions may also be accomplished by conducting research on them online, reading books or articles about them, or even having conversations with individuals who have interests that are comparable to our own. The more we learn and understand about our objectives, the more we may benefit from this. In addition, being a member of a community or organization that is oriented around our aim can assist us in connecting with individuals who share our objective and in developing a network of support. Instead of concentrating on what we do not have or what we do not want, it is essential to give our objectives a positive and optimistic energy. This may be accomplished by visualizing what it would be like to accomplish our objectives and by being enthusiastic about the opportunities that lie ahead. Keeping our goals in the forefront of our minds and maintaining the motivation to attain them might be facilitated by daydreaming about them. In conclusion, bringing our objectives into our life may be accomplished in a compelling manner by concentrating on them. Through the utilization of various tools such as vision boards, to-do lists, research, and the support of the community, we are able to provide our objectives with the necessary energy to materialize. Keep in mind that where we put our attention, it grows. Being mindful of your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors is necessary in order to take action that is positive, creative, and acts of consciousness. It requires paying attention to both the actions you are taking and the reasons behind those actions. To be successful and meaningful, these activities demand a conscious and deliberate effort on the part of the individual. Just being busy is not enough. You need to perform inspired acts that are in line with your beliefs, objectives, and aspirations before you can be considered successful. If you want to get better at taking action, you need to begin with a tiny step and gradually build up your momentum. This entails working toward objectives that are within one's reach and taking baby steps toward reaching those goals on a daily basis. In the beginning, it could be difficult, but as you continue to practice, it will improve and become less difficult. As time goes on, you will start to observe that taking action will become more effortless and natural to you. Fear is not the driving force behind these activities. Rather, it is your goal, desire, and decisions that are inspired by you. Your values, beliefs, and goals serve as the foundation for them, and they are in harmony with your ultimate purpose and vision. The fact that they are consistent, and habitual is the reason why they generate more bravery, serenity, and confidence from their users. It is certain that you will experience an increase in self-assurance and a sense of empowerment in your life if you engage in inspired activity. Through this process, you will cultivate a feeling of clarity and direction, which will assist you in making better decisions and doing activities that have a greater significance. With the knowledge that you are living in accordance with your values and purpose, you will have a greater sense of fulfillment and satisfaction with your whole life. As a result of the environment in which we live, it is simple to become engrossed in the commotion and activity that constitutes daily life. Because of our thoughts, anxieties, and duties, we frequently discover that we are unable to function properly. In our fast-paced world, it is easy to forget how important it is to take a moment of peace and calm in order to connect with our inner selves. In order for us to do this, we need to establish a location that is in complete silence and stillness, a location in which our occupied brains can calm down and our thoughts can find a place to settle. It is of the utmost importance to allot a certain amount of time to disengage from the world around us, including the fast-paced world of technology, and to reconnect with nature. There is a relaxing impact on the mind that occurs when we spend time in nature, and it also enables us to acquire perspective and clarity inside ourselves. We develop a stronger sense of connection to our environment and a more grounded sense of self as we spend more time in nature. Spending time in nature not only helps us feel more at ease, but it also enables us to let go of our problems and stresses. We have the option of going on a stroll together, sitting by a stream, or spending time in our gardens. When we spend more time in nature, we are better able to discover the equilibrium and clarity that we require in order to successfully manage our lives. We are able to establish a more profound connection with ourselves via the use of silence, which is a strong weapon. We are able to examine our thoughts and sensations without passing judgment while we are in stillness. It enables us to become more conscious of the challenges and requirements that lie inside us. Bringing our attention to those aspects of ourselves that we may have ignored is something that we are able to do when we are present in the moment. We can re-establish a connection with ourselves when we are able to discover stillness and tranquility. It is possible for us to reclaim those aspects of ourselves that we may have misplaced along the road. By bringing them to the forefront, we will be able to provide them with the attention they require. If we are able to achieve peace, we will be able to view things in a more balanced approach, which will allow us to make better choices. Finally, it is of the utmost importance to locate a place that is characterized by tranquility, calm, and serenity. We are able to accomplish this with the assistance of nature in a considerable way. We are able to establish a connection with ourselves, as well as discover equilibrium and clarity in our life. We have the ability to grow pleasure and joy within our minds, which are like huge gardens filled with tranquility and harmony. By letting go of the impulse to exert control over certain outcomes, it is possible to establish an atmosphere that is pleasant and peaceful. The fact that not everything in life will go according to the plans that we have painstakingly made is something that we need to acknowledge. As soon as we let go of our fixation on achieving a certain outcome, we make room in our lives for the unexpected and enthusiastically welcome the serendipity that frequently brightens our trip. Consider a river that is moving, since it is a metaphor for the ever-changing nature of life. Attaining the goal of retaining preset results is analogous to attempting to obstruct the flow of the river. By allowing the river to meander, we give ourselves the opportunity to explore new vistas and enjoy the beauty that may be found in unexpected places. Having the ability to let go creates an environment that is conducive to the growth and development of our aspirations. We create a place for the universe to weave its own exquisite patterns when we let go of our hard hold on how things should evolve. This allows the universe to match our path with unexpected possibilities and synchronicities that bring us closer to our manifestations. Let go of the past, let go of our grasp on grudges and anger, and build self-love and emancipation in order to practice forgiveness, which is an art form that needs us to let go of history. It is like wearing a backpack full of heavy boulders that weigh us down and keep us from ascending to our higher selves when we stay on to the wounds that we have experienced in the past. When we forgive, we acknowledge the sorrow that we have experienced, but we refuse to allow it to determine our present or our future. To forgive is to gently lay down that weight. We must make a deliberate choice in order to free ourselves from the shackles of resentment, which will pave the way for peace to bloom inside our hearts. When we let go of the hold that we have on previous injuries, we make room for joy and compassion to flourish, so converting our inner landscape into a garden of resilience. Our emotional freedom may be unlocked by forgiving others, which is the master key that opens the door. Despite the fact that it does not erase the past, it gives us the ability to determine how we will navigate the future. The act of forgiveness allows us to open ourselves up to a life that is filled with love, peace, and pleasure. It also allows us to embrace a future that is free from the burden of resentment. According to the law of attraction, opposites attract, or likes attract. Through the practice of developing gratitude, we are able to match our thoughts and feelings with positivity and abundance, so creating a magnetic resonance that attracts more of what we value. The emphasis is shifted from the things that we do not have to the abundant parts of our life, which results in the formation of an energy foundation for the realization of our goals. Thanks is a lovely and vital quality that provides happiness and fulfillment into our life. It inspires us to express thanks. The concept of enjoying the positive aspects of our lives, such as our health, relationships, achievements, and the straightforward joys that life has to offer, is at the heart of this concept. We are able to maintain our optimism and hope when we are thankful, because it causes our hearts to be filled with pleasant emotions and enables us to feel appreciative. When, on the other hand, we do not have gratitude, we have a tendency to concentrate on the unfavorable parts of our lives and to ignore the favorable events that are taking on in our immediate environment. In many cases, this occurs as a result of the turbulence that we experience on the inside and the bad thoughts that we have with ourselves, which makes it harder for us to see the positive aspects of our lives. At the same time, it is essential to keep in mind that our internal environment has a significant impact on how we see the outside world. Consequently, when we are dissatisfied with our lives, it is necessary to investigate our thoughts and feelings in order to comprehend the reasons behind our feelings of dissatisfaction. It is essential to get to the bottom of why you feel that way. If you discover that you have difficulty expressing thankfulness and frequently dwell on the things that you do not possess, does it stem from previous experiences, negative self-talk, or the programming that society has instilled in use? When we reframe our beliefs and alter our view of what constitutes a scarcity and what constitutes an excess, we may find that we are unable to express thankfulness. The adjustment in our mentality toward appreciation is something that can be accomplished, but it requires self-control and work. On the other hand, a lack of thankfulness may have its origins in unfavorable experiences, such as traumatic events, abuse, or a dysfunctional family life. These situations have the potential to produce profound emotional scars, which can make it difficult to feel gratitude. In circumstances like these, it is of the utmost importance to investigate the underlying factors that are causing our unpleasant feelings and to seek assistance from reliable friends, members of our family, or medical specialists. Positive emotions, pleasure, and thankfulness are all possibilities that may be made available to us if we are able to heal our emotional scars. At the end of the day, thankfulness is a potent feeling that has the potential to completely alter our lives and provide us an incredible amount of joy and happiness. We are able to develop a life that is pleasant and meaningful if we make thankfulness a daily practice and pay attention to our thoughts and feelings. It is of the utmost importance to be aware of the fact that the ideas you work to create have the ability to mold your reality. It is crucial to concentrate on bringing about the manifestation of your deepest wishes rather than letting other forces such as social expectations, peer pressure, or family duties to have an effect on your thinking. In order to do this, it is essential to engage in the practice of mindfulness and to direct your thoughts toward the things into your life that you wish to bring into existence. Spend some time seeing yourself living the life you want and developing into the person you want to be after you go through this process. The development of a clear knowledge of what it is that you actually desire will be facilitated by this, and it will also enable you to take the required actions to bring your objectives into reality. According to Rumi, as you walk out on the way appears. This suggests that as you begin to take actions towards accomplishing your objectives, the path that leads to achieving them will become more evident to you. On the other hand, it is essential to keep in mind that the real magic is somewhere within you. Through the cultivation of good ideas and the concentration on what you genuinely desire, you have the ability to give shape to your reality and bring your deepest aspirations into manifestation. You have the ability to craft a life that is both meaningful and satisfying. In the event that this video resonated with you, I would like to extend a cordial invitation to you to demonstrate your unwavering support by like and subscribing to our channel.